Hi, teachers. I wanted to tell you about a wonderful resource that is now being offered for free during this time. It is Nearpod. Nearpod is an amazing tool that you can use for your classroom or virtual learning. This program is you may sort by grade level or subject. So I've decided to sort by subject, and I decided that I think I'm going to do an ELA lesson today. So I'm just thinking about my grade level and what I'm really thinking about. So I'm looking for reading comprehension lessons. I'm looking for grade 3 through 5 because I wanted to connect with Google Classroom. So the activity that I'm going to work on and work through and show you is a 4-5 lesson, and it shows you the Lexile level, which is great. Before I actually download it to my library, I can preview the lesson and just kind of see what is the lesson about, what is it looking at. There's slides here. These are the things that students will see. Of course, it has our essential question, which is wonderful, our objectives, and then it's getting us started. So it's making that connection, going on a field trip to see a car on the highway in the Czech Republic. And the students are asked, what does the driver have to keep in mind? So that's what the student has to think about. And the student can go through, and they're just going to actually take them on a little virtual field trip. So this is kind of fun for the students. They can kind of see that they are on a virtual field trip. They can look down, up, around. They can see what's going on. Okay, and they can see that this is kind of fun to kind of take a look at. Okay, so then it's asking them a question that they're going to have to respond, and this is a great time to remind the students about proper capitalization, proper punctuation, and they're writing 3 to 5 sentences long about what they saw on the field trip. So then they're going to start learning about it. And I'm just going to keep clicking, and then they're going to start to read a story. So it kind of got them excited about it, and then it's going to go through and it tells them they're trying to find main idea, key details, key terms. Then what they're going to have to do, it is taking them through the book. So they're going to read the book. Let's go back. Okay, so there we go. The students read the book right in there. So we have to press the arrow, and you see it's going to read the story, or those students are going to read the story. It even has an audio feature so they can play it and they can listen to the story as it's pretty fluent. Book sounds good. So they're pushing through it, and then there is that feature that reads it to them, which is just amazing. So you can see that tool. So it goes through and it's having them practice a few different activities, kind of like you would do with a mini lesson. You introduce the lesson, you keep going, and then they're writing a summary. So this is where they're going to fill it in. So they're answering the questions on the main idea. When they done finishing this chart, then they're going to take a screenshot of the chart, and so we can use it for the next activity. So you can decide if you want to take some of these out. When I add it to my library, that is when I can go back in and take a look in my library here, and I can see. Let me go back to my home. And I see that my lesson has popped up here. So here's my lesson. I can decide if I want to do a live lesson or student place. So if I'm doing it in my classroom, I can do a live lesson, but if I really do want to do it student place for this e-learning experience. I can edit my lesson also if I want to take out slides or if I want to put in extra things, I can do that as well in this feature. So it's a little tricky in that way, but you can kind of see it is nice not to have to say exactly everything that you want in there. So when I go back to my home, and my advice with the Nearpod is to kind of play with it a little bit and just kind of see what you like about it, what you don't. You can even create your own Nearpods if you're wanting to. And then when I'm ready to send it to my students, that's when I can click share, and I can either send it as a link, I can embed it, or I can even share it on my Google Classroom. So I usually just like to do that. With the share. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to LRC directors. They have exclusively worked with this tool a few different times, so they're going to be able to help you with answering any questions about the features of that. Thank you so much. Enjoy planning.